Hello everybody, today I am going to show you how to configure static routing in Cisco Packet Tracer. Here we have 5 routers R1, R2, R3, R4 and a middle router which I called ISP router, which is connecting all these other routers together. Okay. So and each of these routers R1, R2, R3, R4, they are also connected to their own local area networks through switches. This one is 192.168.70.0 network. This one is 192.168.71.0 network. This is 73 network, and this one is 72 network. Now I already configured the IP addresses in the PCs, all the PCs and all the interfaces of the routers. So everything has got proper IPs. So every interface of every routers and PCs has IPs in this topology. Now let's move on to configure static routing, and before we do that, just observe the fact that just look at R1, and any message that is coming out of this network must use this interface of the R1. This is the serial 2/0 interface of router R1. This is the only gateway to all other networks like these networks from this network. Now, and it is true for every other local area networks in this topology. So anything that is trying to go out of this network to any other networks must use this interface of the router R2. So we can set default route to all these 4 routers R1 to R2. Let's do that. IP route 0.0.0.0 0.0.0.0 must use serial port 2/0. Okay, so this zeros means it will match any IP and it will match any network mask. Okay. Now once you do that, show IP route, you can see that there is a entry in the routing table which has S star written at the beginning. Now this S means static and this star means it is default route. Okay, so let's do that for every other router. Let's go move on to R2. Config mode, configure terminal, then IP route, serial 2/0. Okay, okay, R3, okay. So I am specifying serial 2/0 because these are the router interfaces that is connected to this ISP router. Whenever you are doing it, you need to check the proper port that is connecting to your outside router. That thing has to be checked every time. I have configured it in this way, that is why I am doing this. Now conft IP route 0.0.0.0 serial interface 2/0. So we have entry. So all 4 routers have been configured with default route. Now let's move on to the main router, that is the ISP router, that is connecting all these routers together. And observe that for this ISP router, if it wants to send any packet to R1, must use this serial interface. This is this is serial interface 7/0. This one is 2/0. This is serial interface 3/0, and this is serial interface 6/0. So accordingly, we are going to make our entry in the routing table. Config mode. Now the command for setting up static IP route is IP route, and over here we have to specify the network that we want to go to. So .0, this is one network with the net mask .0, and the outgoing port should be serial 7/0. So the command means every message that wants to go to this network, any IP of this network with this network mask, this is the forwarding port for that message. Okay. Next, 168.71.0, same net mask. It has outgoing port serial 2/0. Then IP route 2.0, the outgoing port will be serial 6/0. Then the final one, 73.0, it should use serial port 3/0. Okay, so let's check out the routing table of ISP router. So show IP route. So we have all these normal entries for ISP router in the routing table. These are normal static routing entries, and it says that to go to this network, remember that host ID part is 0, so this is a network ID, network address. Okay, and to go to this network, this interface must be used, and to go to this network, this is going to be the outgoing interface, and so on. So we are done with our static routing part. Now comes the testing part. So this is 70.0, this is 71.3, this is 73.3, and this is 72.2. so I'm going to ping from this PC to all those PCs. So ping 168.71.3, reply is coming. Check out 72.3, .3, and very good. And you can check that you can ping from any other PC to any other PC, and in fact you can ping to any interface which has an IP address in this topology. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.